Oh, I haven't got the chat window up. Where is
Come
it?
on,
Oh,
Sam.
I know, I'm not at all with it this week.
Come on,
How are you
Sam.
all? Well, let me find out who's with us and
Where you
we'll
at,
go from
people?
there.
Where you
Say
at?
hello. Let's get that one open. Let's get the Facebook chat open. That's not it. God, I'm not with it today.
We are just two Trekkie girls
Oh,
tonight.
please stay with us. Don't leave some Gazza's here.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, we know you were missing your favourite one.
I know.
Clara can't be with us tonight, sadly.
Hi, Christoph. Hi. Yeah, we're yes, Carol was going to be joining us. She was out. I was going to be here, but I think the lure of alcohol has kept her where she is. So where you are, Carol, we miss you.
We love you. We miss you.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Hello.
Hope you're all having a nice time and ready for Christmas. Are we allowed to mention Christmas?
Oh gosh, we should do really 3 weeks today.
I know. How many weeks did I say it was until Picard?
7.
7 weeks.
I was going to say everyone's counting down to Christmas, but Sam, she's on a whole different time scale.
I'm ridiculously excited. Hi, Rashid. Hi. Yeah, so excited. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Is it 7 weeks? Is that what we said?
7 weeks.
I
You
can't
counted it
believe
on your
that.
phone.
I know, I counted it, but it just doesn't feel real yet.
No.
But it does feel a little bit more real because we've just read the Star Trek Countdown #1 comic.
I had no idea this existed.
Yeah,
So
hi Millie. I've been trying really hard to buy a physical copy because I want to support local comic stores, but none of them, they're all sold out really quickly, and I've been waiting for them to get in stock. But because I'm not a regular comic book buyer, I'm not probably very high on their priorities.
oh.
So I have tried to buy locally and support my.
See if Luke can hook you up.
Who?
The Geek of Steel. You might be able to hook you
Oh
up.
yes, that'd be
See if
nice.
he can hook you up. He's
Oh.
possibly a comic book fiend.
So who's read it? Who's read? Yay!
Because you made me earlier, 'cause
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed. I had seen the picture that comes
Yeah.
up. I'd seen that, and I don't know what I thought
Hi,
that
Craig.
was, but yeah, it's very exciting. We don't want to give too many spoilers away.
No.
But yeah, it sets the scene.
Yes, it
It
does.
sets the
There's a very good job of
scene.
setting the scene.
Very exciting.
We definitely recommend having a good read of it beforehand. We don't want to give, like Sarah says, we don't want to give any spoilers away, but there are some. The character Raffi, we find out how she's connected.
Is that the Andorian?
She's. No, she's not.
I just remember seeing an Andorian.
I was about to say who she is.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
She's the person we see in the caravan in the Gorn Rocks trailer of Star Trek Picard.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, so hi James, and hi Tuboldigo from Boston. Nice to meet you. Hey Julie.
How did you pick up that they're so quickly that's into Boldiger? I was like, no. It's just like, oh my God. Hi Jim.
And Julian on
James.
Facebook there, and you're going to see Carl Urban tomorrow. Very nice.
Oh, I'm not jealous at all.
No, James, there was no Carol, I'm afraid, this week. But yeah, going back to the comic, yes, we find out who Raffi is, who we saw in the Picard series, who sort of, she looks like she lives in a caravan. And my theory is completely blown out the window, but as they always are. So yeah, and then it's quite an interesting, she seems a really interesting character, especially with the way they've paired her with Picard. It doesn't seem, I don't know, I didn't feel like it's unlike anyone else he's ever worked with, I think.
Yes.
But in that sense, I think it works quite well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, do go read it.
Bit of a challenge.
Yeah, and then there's, it sort of takes place before the Romulan supernova, and it looks like it's all leading up to that and giving that bit of history behind what happens in the lead up to Star Trek Picard.
Which we kind of floated, hadn't we?
Yeah.
We kind of thought it's going to be something along those lines to tie up the timelines.
Yeah, and it kind of connects to the first JJ movie, the first Kelvin movie, and Spock's involved.
Did I read something the other day that merger is actually like almost like cemented now, or did I not read
Is
that?
that the CBS?
Yeah, fine.
I think it's well on its way, yes.
Yay, we can be one big happy family again.
Yay. Hello, Tim. Hi, Jeff, as well. Well done on finishing your Next Generation rewatch for 60 days. Is that how many days it's 60? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't even. I won't
I did think potentially I should finish TNG.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
Ooh,
I'd agree. I'd
okay.
agree with that.
I should put DS9 on the back burner.
Yeah.
Maybe catch up with TNG.
Maybe we'll just give you some highlights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick out the key episodes I may need to watch.
Send us what you think. I mean, I've got, because I won't be able to do this because I'll be like, you need to watch all the episodes. So if you've got any key episodes you think Sarah should watch at TNG, do send them our way. Thank you, Christoph. It seems like the CBS Paramount merger is basically done.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Long time coming.
Yes.
Now for it to all be owned by Disney, next move.
Yeah.
They own everything else.
Well, the Disney than Fox.
Yeah.
And James Cole is always drunk. I think that's why she's not here. I think she started getting drunk somewhere else. She might turn up at some point tonight.
Yeah, she said, "What's the chances of it being a late one?" You was like, "Well, it depends if you come, Carol."
Cat, you made a good point about Geordie in the comic. Yeah, we won't give too much away, but yeah,
we were trying not to give away spoilers.
Well, it was funny actually because we read the Kindle edition, and the way I read it is I zoom right in, so you have each frame at a time, which actually works really well because you're not distracted. You don't look over there and think,
you're not trying to read on what's happening.
You get it bit by bit. I really like that. Should we do a bit of Deep Space Nine? Shall we do Deep Space Nine? Let's do Deep Space Nine. Here we go. Okay, this week we've been watching. We've been watching The Visitor, Hippocratic Oath, Indiscretion, Rejoined, and Starship Down. We've been working our way through those episodes.
I just need to refresh my memory.
The
Visitor
is the Jake Sisko episode where
he's
he's in the future.
Yeah, this one baffled me. I was like, I couldn't see a way out of it, but DS9 does that.
Yeah.
Like it's like we've said this before in TNG. You always feel safe. You know that whatever happens, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, and I'm like, but how does this tie up again? And then when they do it, it makes sense. But yeah, I wasn't hugely keen on this episode. I don't know why. Just the aging Jake Sisko, I think, bothered me a little bit. But I liked at the end when Sisko remembers what Jake did for him, because they sort of I kind of get the feeling there's been growing pains with Jake, and a bit like moody teenager, and all of a sudden Sisko realised how much he loves his daddy and gave up his life for him.
Yeah,
even though it reset the timeline and it was all fine.
Yeah,
that was nice.
It's a nice episode. It's a nice standalone sci-fi episode as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not part of any big arc. But yeah, it's a nice episode. I mean, again, it's not one of my favourites. People really love this episode. Some people really love it as a masterpiece, and I like it as a nice sci-fi episode. It's not my most favourite episode.
No, I couldn't gel with it. I think I couldn't work out what was going on. Like, well, I don't understand.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think if you're one of those people that don't see your parents that often anyway, and you only ever see them a couple of years, you're like.
See mine pretty much every day, I get what you mean.
Kind of kicks you in the gut a bit when he's like, "Oh, I haven't seen my dad in 5 years." Like, oh, shut up,
Spoiled brat.
Yeah. On a very personal level like that, it's
issues.
Yes.
So next
episode. What was the next episode?
We've forgotten
after that. Dude, where my things
Dude, where's my things?
What was the next episode?
Hippocratic Oath.
Hippocratic Oath.
This
was the Jem'Hadar.
Oh no, is this one where O'Brien and Bashir are fighting? I
know, they have a little lovers squabble.
I didn't like it.
I know. It's a bit squat. This is what's his name? Goranaga. The Jem'Hadar. He's played by Scott McDonald, who we this close to interviewing at DST and Miss, and I love Scott McDonald. I'm a really big fan of his work.
Yeah. I liked the theory of this episode. I liked the idea of it, and the fact that Bashir was like, "No, we're going to do this. We're going to help them."
Yeah.
And Brian's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
And I wonder if it would have worked. That's the thing. It's like, would it have worked? Oh, I don't know.
I know. What I liked about it as well is I didn't know who I sided with.
Who were you rooting for?
I couldn't see both of their point of views equally and validly on both on Bashir and Chief O'Brien.
Mutiny.
Yeah, and he wasn't even sorry.
No, he's like, no,
Sorry.
do it again in a heartbeat. And it was just, that dynamic to their friendship was like, ooh. And at the end, it was like, I dance with you tonight.
That as well. I thought they kind of had
it comes back round at the end. We're like, maybe not tonight.
It was like just that kind
maybe
of
tomorrow.
And I quite like that sort of real friendship where they said, you know what, actually maybe we just won't play darts night. But that in that kind of way, like, let's do it another day. We'll do it another day.
Yeah.
And they will get over it. And, you know, we've been friends, three of us have been friends forever. And sometimes, you wouldn't believe this, but occasionally I upset
Occasionally stuff jam tarts up your nose.
Yeah, occasionally. I was thinking mostly
to be fair, we've been very, very lucky. Three of us.
It's pretty solid,
the triangle. The power of the triangle.
Triangle's the
strongest shape. We do generally,
But then, like,
when I cry once this year.
Exactly.
Oh no, I made you cry.
Did you?
Yeah, because you sent a picture of my boobs to John. I got really upset, and you were
like,
because
I made you cry, then I cried. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of in this episode. Like, it's very rare. Like
you push it to that point where it made me cry. No, we're very, very good friends.
And
I'm not playing darts with you tonight. Anyway, no, I did like this episode.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I would have liked to have known if it would have worked, whether it was just that Jem'Hadar that had trained himself, or whether they would have found a cure.
I thought it seemed like a genetic anomaly.
Well, this is the thing, you don't know.
No.
And now we will never know.
No, so it's
interesting. I liked that one, it was interesting.
Yeah. What did you guys think of that?
We're just ignoring you.
We're just our own little chat here. And of course the next episode was bring up my notes again.
Indiscretion.
Oh, I really liked this one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, nice one. This is the one where Dukat and Kira go on the mission to find the ship, which is carrying prisoners, and Dukat's not so secret agenda is to find his
illegitimate daughter.
Deal, where and I love how Kira just says what we're all thinking, like, you're not going to kill her, otherwise you would never have told me. You know?
Yes, yeah.
We're all thinking that, Kira. What a silly thing to say.
He totally wants a piece of her, doesn't he? Like,
totally. But what are his motives for wanting a piece of Kira? That's the question.
I think maybe in his world he's irresistible. You know, he's in a position of power. He can have whoever he wants, and he has had Bajoran women because they have their concubines or whatever they call them. And there's Kira just like not giving him the time of day, and I think it's that
the challenge.
Yes, the challenge. To see how he never wins her over.
No.
I mean, they're kind of friendly-ish. Oh my god, when he sits on that spine.
That's the best bit, isn't it? Yeah.
It's funny. I think they've got a weird friendship.
They're frenemies.
Yes. Yeah.
I think she genuinely does not like him. And she genuinely dislikes him.
Set loathing, isn't it? But she's learning to tolerate him.
Yeah. But I think also you can see that sort of self-disgust she has in herself when she finds that you can see her laughing at him. Like, it starts off where she's laughing at him because he's stabbed himself in the arse with a rock, or a bug, whatever it is. And she's laughing at him, and then it becomes a shared laughter. So there's that transformation, and they played it really well. Both actors did a really good job of that. You sat on a rock, you idiot. And then he starts laughing, and now it transforms. It's now gone to this, we're sharing a humorous moment together. And then she realises that.
She's like,
oh no, I'm not laughing with you, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
But for a moment they're laughing together, and that's a really interesting
Do you think
moment.
he was using her as a moral compass? Like she said, you wouldn't have done it because you wouldn't have told me. Do you think that's why he told her?
Yes.
He didn't want to kill his daughter.
And he knew that she'd save his daughter.
Yeah. But then he could blame it on her.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
made me do it.
It's a safe way of making sure his daughter stays alive.
Yeah.
And
It was lovely at the end when they
nice.
hugged.
Yeah.
Oh, Picard has
Yeah.
feelings.
What did you make of Zion?
Is that the daughter? Yeah, she seemed quite nice.
Yeah.
Do we see her again?
Yeah, you will.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I feel like you wouldn't have asked me that question if it was not
We will
important.
see. We will see.
Yeah, no, she seemed very sweet.
Yes.
I waited for you to save me.
Yeah.
Poor stupid girl.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
That whole, go on, just kill me.
And I really found it interesting about the when he goes through the graves and he's like, no, you can't see it. I like that. I love the way they put that backstory into Star Trek. Like, oh no, I'll give you the earpieces and then you can identify your people from that, but you can't see the graves and the bodies of my people. I liked that.
Yeah.
And she did respect that.
Yeah.
So I like that about Kira. She may not like him, but
Yeah.
I like that bit of it.
That's
Cool,
nice.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That was a good episode, that one. I thought it was.
We like this one.
Yeah, definitely. And then, of course, the next one is. Let's find the next episode we watched. Rejoined.
Oh, this was a very interesting
good one. This is probably one of my favourite episodes of Deep Space. It's a lot of people's favourite episodes.
I wonder why.
Of Deep Space Nine. Yes, this is the one with Anara Khan. Which host was it? Was it Torben Dax's ex-wife? No, or wife until he died. So yes, it's of course it's Susanna Thompson playing Lenara Khan as well, which is quite interesting. She goes on to play the Borg Queen, I believe.
Yes, I saw that. I was like,
oh,
that's right, interesting. So was she the Borg Queen in Voyager?
Yes.
And Alice Craig
was
in the films.
First Contact and in Voyager.
Oh,
yes.
Interesting.
And they're both very good.
She's the scariest lady.
She's
so
really
lovely. But when the lights went out on that stage,
you're not the time to have a power cut, was it?
Yeah. Sorry, we digress. No, this episode was very interesting. I find it really fascinating again about the Trill culture, that they're not allowed to, not meet, but it's very frowned upon. Like,
you've got to disassociate from them.
Yeah, I find that because the Trill is so open to everything
else.
Yes,
and that's what I love taboos. Like, well, no, I don't love taboos at all. What am I talking about? Taboos are awful, but I find them fascinating. And to find that the Trill of all people
have this taboo.
This taboo.
I guess it would get very, very messy because you're going to have more than one ex-partner, and
absolutely,
it ends up being a little bit.
And they do give a very good explanation for it. Most taboos are usually stupid, but they do have a very good reason, or okay reason, which was, the Trill, the host has to, the symbiont has to experience as many different things as possible. You can't just have one long, continuously, never-ending experience. So there was some logic in it.
Yeah.
Which was interesting, but
it's so illogical, isn't it?
It's also really illogical
because that is still part of you. You're still going to have those feelings for that person. It's really
kind of goes against nature.
Yes, So it was. I liked this episode.
Yeah, and I remember when it came out, because there weren't many
lesbian kisses.
No, there wasn't much homosexuality on TV at all, really.
It was quite groundbreaking at the time, isn't it? Like the Uhura and Shatner.
Yeah.
Uhura
Kiss.
Kirk kiss. Yeah.
And I remember reading a comment in the TV guide. Was it this?
TV Times?
Yeah, TV Times or something.
Radio Times.
It was this this bit where you put in questions at the back. And someone said, I was disgusted by this. I can't believe that it was on at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Why would they show that? And they got ripped to pieces in the answer, saying, Star Trek is mature. Yeah. There was nothing wrong with this. It did not need to be censored whatsoever.
And when was this aired?
This would have been. Oh, let's have a look. This was aired. It was in the 1990. It would have been 1990. Let's have a look. 1995.
So 25 years ago, really. And totally off point. But a couple of weeks ago, they had two male dancers dancing together on a street car dancing. Caused uproar. People complained about it. I'm like, come on, people, we're supposed to be evolving. Star Trek was doing this 25 years ago. Oh my God, two men danced together. They didn't snog, but it was a beautiful dance.
Yeah. grow up.
Get over yourselves, people. Like, this is the 21st century. Like, God. Like, it's just really weird how, in some ways, people just don't move on.
I know.
Like, oh.
I know.
Anyway.
And, but yeah, I thought the actors did this. I thought Terry Fowler did an amazing job in this.
Yeah, she's a very, very good actress.
Yeah,
very good actress.
And out of all of Dax's relationships she's had, I mean, there was the one on the planet that was going to disappear. Did not believe it. I did not buy that relationship.
Oh, this one you believe.
Yeah, exactly. This one makes sense. In fact, it's between her and Worf, there are probably only two relationships that I think actually she's genuinely invested in.
Yeah.
And that came across.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I know, I'm joking.
I'm showing you about that one.
I did.
But yeah, it was. It felt so genuine because the backstory made sense. It made sense, but I mean,
it was so sad that she left.
I know, it was heartbreaking.
It was so,
and you do feel it in the gut, don't you? Like, when she lost the guy because his planet went.
Dax would have given up.
No, I did not feel it. Yeah,
Dax would have given, like in this episode, Dax would have given up everything. And I loved at the beginning where Sisko was like, "Do you want to take leave?" Because he knew what this meant to her. So yeah, that was good.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yes, the other thing was, okay, so it broke a barrier because there was a same-gendered kiss, but because there's always a technicality in there. They had this with the Next Generation that there was a technicality that when they were married, she was male. But there was something that I do like, and that was Kira talking to Dax, saying, why don't you just be with her? As if it was the most normal thing in the world in that time. Yeah. And life is like, I don't understand what the problem is here. Like, Kira genuinely did not get the problem. Like, just go out with her. Yeah. She didn't realise the problem was there's a taboo in.
I loved it when Bashir went to dinner and drinks with him. He's like,
he's bored, senseless. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, in fact, it's a really good episode about friendship as well, because you see Sisko there saying, at first he's like, you can't do this because you'll be shunned from it. And then
I will support you in whatever you decide. Yeah,
so
he was just making sure she truly understood what what was going to happen.
Yeah,
really very good, very very good.
So probably one of the best Deep Space Nine episodes, and Terry Fowler just ace.
Let's see this. Rejoin was broadcast 1 to 2 years before Ellen DeGeneres' kick-ass gay puppy episode. What's that about?
We need some more information.
We need more information about this. I think the next one's my favourite.
Let's have a look.
It's got my absolute favourite scene in it, I think.
Oh my god, which one is it? I can't wait.
It's really sad, but I really loved it.
Starship Down!
It nearly made me cry. I think it's this one. Is this the one where Sisko is really poorly?
Yeah.
Oh my, no, I love everything about this episode.
Really?
I love the fact that Cork decides this
Walk and
those two are brilliant. But no, my favourite scene. And it didn't. No, so when Sisko's first hurt.
Yeah.
And Kira's getting like, oh my god, I can't lose you. Like, all emotional. I'm thinking, oh my god, is there some sexual tension here? Like. I've not seen this before. And as it goes on, you realise that she actually sees him as a father figure. And like he's listening to her the whole time, even though he's in that consciousness.
Did she say that?
What?
That she sees him as a father figure?
No, but I think that's how it ends up playing. That's how I interpreted it. Like, so at first I thought it was like a sexual chemistry
straight to the sex.
Yeah, but then afterwards it was more, not necessarily a father figure, but like a mentor.
She looks
up to him. But what makes me say that it's a father figure is at the end, my favourite scene where he says, does she want to go and see the baseball game? And she's so excited, like, oh my god, yeah, I really do. And he gives her the hat, and I'm like, that's just my favourite scene of the whole series so far. I love it.
And she's such a genuine smile.
Yeah, and that's what, it was like a kid, it was like a child, and their dad said they're going to take them to the baseball game. That's what made me think, like it was a...
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that she opened up and told him that to me I saw it as she sees him as a religious icon.
Yes.
And that's saying that I can relate to Sisko. Someone said I was a religious icon. I'd be like,
whoa, creepy.
Yeah. But she told him a boring story. It kept him alive. That was good.
He's like, tell me more about the boring story. Yeah. And who are the other pairings? So because they did this early on, didn't they? Where they break off the normal partnerships. Yeah. But oh my god, Quark and that.
Oh, Quark. Oh, and that's James Cromwell as well playing that actor. As soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, that's James Cromwell.
Just disarming that.
That's so funny.
Well, we've got two choices here, So who was that? And Dax and Bashir. Is that one where they're
Yeah,
stuck?
that was a bit cringy, I thought.
No, that's not that one. Hold on.
They were in the turbo lift. Was it the turbo lift? Or they locked themselves away because she was going to get blasted into space.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and he's like over her now, isn't he? Like, I'm not going to do it now. Now I know you liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that one. And who else was on there? Was that it? Was AJ?
It was Worf and O'Brien down in
and O'Brien gives him really good advice, doesn't he? Worf takes it on board and he's like,
nice.
give them something to do.
Yeah.
What a task. And they're all excited that they got their task. I loved this episode.
It was a good episode.
Really liked this episode.
It reminds me, I love a good disaster episode. And
Yeah.
Star Trek has to throw one in every series.
There's a few more in DS9, I think, than most of the other series, but yeah.
There was no singing of Fairy Jacques.
Avery Brooks directed it. That makes sense.
There we go.
That
that was the Dax episode. Rejoined, I believe.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting confused.
Yeah. But we must quickly move on because we just want to mention about our next away mission, which is the Sci-Fi Ball. And we cannot wait to go and see. Well, let's just give you the URL.
Like our home turf.
Yeah, and it comes
kind of local.
It is. It's our next town over. We cannot wait. It runs between the 7th and 9th of February, and so far it's got Marina Sirtis going. Our girl, can't wait to see her.
Gosh.
Kate Vernon's going as well. Many other guests announced. It's in Southampton. And it's so much fun. We do advise booking really quickly though, because there's probably not much space left.
Yeah,
Who's going at the moment? But we can't wait to see you all. But yeah, we're going to go, and we can't wait, and we're seriously excited.
We love the Sci-Fi Ball.
It's just like a completely. It's not like your average signing event where you run into panels.
It's really intimate,
yeah,
and just chilled.
Yeah,
and
still plenty to do, but yeah, good fun. So
there's always a lot of Daleks there.
Come to the Sci-Fi Ball. Say the Trekkie girls send you when you go as well. Just let them know.
Yeah, there's always lots of Daleks there. They always go.
Yes.
They generally go to get into a lift just as they come out. They literally do. They scare.
They smell the fear. So we can't wait that.
Yeah, there's always some good cosplay.
Yes, always very good.
Parties.
Crystal's coming. Yeah, come and see
us. Is Crystal coming again?
Yeah. Make sure you put it up on our table.
Yes. Get on our table again, Crystal.
Yeah,
go and sit with the Trekkie girls.
You can do that. You can request to sit with the Trekkie girls as well. So put that on your.
So we'll need a really big table.
We will. All the tables.
Can we request a several reader set?
On her lap if there's no room.
Yes, we don't need chairs. We can just perch.
And finally, we just want to pay a tribute to DC Fontana, who is a complete legend, writer of so many Star Trek episodes that we love, particularly on TNG, and one of our favourite episodes, Deep Space Nine Dax.
Yes.
Which I know is one of your favourites. And I remember being absolutely enthralled with her since I was a teenager, and I remember watching this documentary. I don't know what it was. It must have been on the end of a VHS or something. She was wearing this shell suit. Do you remember the shell suit?
I do remember. Yeah.
Highly
flammable.
Yes. And yeah, I've seen her name so many times in the credits, and then realizing she's a woman. She's a woman. And
because DC.
Yeah,
could be anyone. Dorothy Catherine. You would not think that
exactly. And of course you haven't got there yet, but you might have probably already seen it. I probably would have made you watch it. Far Beyond the Stars. And our visitor's character plays Casey Hunter, which I haven't actually read it, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it once before. That was a tribute to DC Fontana. That moment where she says, "Wait till they find out that what would happen if the world found out that Casey Hunter was a woman."
Yeah.
And she was one of the really early writers, one of the few writers in Hollywood. So I want to raise a glass to you, DC. Well done.
And did you say someone else? Someone's reported that someone else has passed away and she directed them or something?
Trek Movie have reported that Robert Walker, who played Charlie X in the episode Charlie X, which DC Fontana wrote, has passed away yesterday. Which is sad, because in my head he's still just a little boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a sad week.
It's always sad to lose somebody in the family.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you have a really, really long running show, and we're so lucky it's still going. And so yes, 7 weeks, guys.
Still going and
7
on
weeks.
the up, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight for the ride along. Over December we're going to be a bit rocky because we've got Christmas parties.
So much. Oh yeah, we won't be here next weekend.
No, we
will
definitely
we?
won't be. No.
Definitely won't be here. We're going to drink champagne.
It's going to be messy. Yeah.
There'll be cheese as well.
Yeah. What should we eat before we go? Hey, Trekkie Rob, live us through here. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you when we see you next.
If we don't see you before, have a lovely Christmas. But hopefully we'll see you before. Oh my God, it'll be like 3 weeks or 4 weeks to pick up.
Don't, I'll die.
I'll stop.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.